W takim razie witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Kontynuujemy historię Henryka. I teraz tak. Trzeba zdobyć konia. Tylko skąd? No dobra, pójdziemy tą ścieżką. Zobaczymy. No. Kurde. Dobra. Mikrofon już ogarnąłem. Już... O kurde. Aha! Dobra. Ja widzę konia. Muszę się przeskoczyć. A, bo tu rzeka jest. Gdzie on jest? Aha! Co się dzieje? Kurde. No co jest? No dobra. Dobra. Trzeba uciekać. Tam gdzieś pewnie będą konie. Kurde. O, jest koń. Dobra. Trzeba wziąć konia i uciekać stąd po prostu. Ale... Dobra. No, kurde, X. Dobra. Gwizdząc możesz przełazić swojego konia i następnego dosiąść. Chodząc dajesz odpocząć. Okej. Najszybszy bieg. Okej. Twój koń jest mądrzejszy. Jedź kusem i nie kieruj się. Dobra. Teraz tak, trzeba lecieć. Dobra. Uciekamy z wioski. Mam nadzieję, że dobrze jadę. Patrzmy mapę. To? Aha, to jest ta wioska, dobra. Dobra. Wydaje mi się, że dobrze jadę. Dobra. Dobra, gnam galopem. Najszybciej. Aby było uciec stąd. Dobrze, że koń był w sumie osiedlony. A inaczej byłaby lipa. Co się dzieje? Aha, gra została zapisana. Kurde. Daj. Ojej. No dobra. Szwabisz. Aha. No dobra. Co się dzieje? Dobra, szybko na górze jest.
Left. Talmberk is to the left, along the stream.
Dobra. Się uciekałem.
Run for it!
Ciekawe, czy ktoś mnie goni. Tak. Kurde, to krwawienie. A to chyba jeszcze zdążę dotrzeć do tego miasta. Dobra. Dobra. On już chyba raczej nie przeżyje. Niestety. Daleko jeszcze do tego miasta? O kurde, nie mogę wpaść.
Go! They'll kill you all!
No dobra.
Back Douglas.
Szybciej.
Flee! Mega left habiters!
Są już na obrębie. Ale mało wytrzymało się. Dobra. Oła. Kurde. Naprawdę zginie? O, już chyba widać miasto. Chyba uda mi się dożyć. Dobra. Chyba się udało. Dobra. No.
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Czyli się udało. Dotrzeć do miasta. Całe szczęście. Dobra. Mhm. Ale udało się zabić konia, ale niestety który zakrwawienie. Trzeba jakoś patrzeć.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
O, ja... No to musiało boleć.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robart. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Też tak właśnie
Indeed,
myślałem,
Sir
że za długo
Robert.
tam bronić przecież nie mogą.
And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Dobra. Czyli tak, misja zrobiona, żeby ich ostrzec z bożkiem. No dobra. No mam iść. To jest w ogóle Talmberk. Tu są jakieś niezbadane miejsca. Twoje posłanie. Piekarz. Ciekawe. O Boże.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Dobra.
Damn it,
I heard about
Them fellas don't come cheap. On
I
account
can't
of brigands.
understand why he waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons.
Dobra.
He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss. Sir Divish has suffered his own share of woes, but he's a generous man and a good one. We'll take care of you until everything...
No dobra.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberk has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
No dobra.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
No dobra, czyli póki co raczej Henry jest bezpieczny na zamku. Najedzony. Teraz trzeba będzie się wyspać. No dobra, najpierw trzeba jeszcze się coś zjeść.
You fled
Oh.
from Skalitz.
Więc, dobra. Jeszcze trzeba coś zjeść. I... Czemu raczej? No dobra. Przydało się zjeść. Czemu raczej? Zjedzone. Oj, oj. Wino. No weszło za mocno.
Oh, damn, I'm tired.
Trzeba iść. Trzeba iść i się przespać. No tu wyjście na dziedziniec. A jednak nie. W tę stronę. Tu jest wyjście na dziedziniec. Teraz tak, trzeba iść na swoje posłanie, jeżeli się orientuję, dobrze? Tak. Dobra. Ojej. Zamyka oczy. A bo jesteśmy na blankach. Dobra, w sumie to jest... W tę stronę poszedłem. Kurde. Dobra. To trzeba wejść... Mniej więcej gdzieś tu. Tak. Tak. Dobra, do rana trzeba się przespać. Dobra, teraz jest godzina... Nie możesz spać dłużej niż 12 godzin. Będziemy spać... Teraz jest 19. To do 6 w sumie. Dobra. Widzę, że symulacje... Co to? Czyli duszy.
Today the patrols will be doubled.
Aha.
Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
Ciekawe,
It is I, Henry.
Mhm.
Forgive the intrusion. I
Jasne, że
didn't
nie.
wake you, boy, did I?
My lady.
Ale leje. Boże.
No, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
Jasne, że tak. Najlepsze na sen.
My lady. Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a sermon.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better.
No, teraz trzeba się trochę podkurować.
God knows you've been through a terrible
Wypocząć.
ordeal.
Już i tak
I
będzie miał
know
traumę
what it
pewnie.
is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
A,
You might be
opowiedz.
right, my lady.
No dobra.
I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected.
Dobra. Przyszedłem do karczmy. Przyszedłem odebrać głód.
A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting
Nie ma
even a
racji w sumie.
scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
O, sukces.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
Dobra.
I'd been secretly
yeah.
learning sword
Okay.
fighting and hiding it from my parents. So when we assembled the sword, I tried a few moves with it. There's a big difference
Okay.
between a wooden sword and a real one. Maybe if I hadn't taken that sword in my hand, I wouldn't be here today.
You're full of surprises.
O, wzrost
But
reputacji.
Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
Dobra, teraz trzeba powoli się uczyć.
I saw smoke
Jak
on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to
zdobywać
our town,
reputację, takie
which was
rzeczy.
soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
Sukces.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Dobra.
The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. Another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberk and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Rozpoczęło się...
I ran as if my life depended on it, which it did. But my guardian angel watched over me and I made it to the mill below.
It's as well you did. The Lord be praised.
Then I heard a scream.
Czyli dobrze chyba rozegrałem tę rozmowę.
It was Teresa, the mill wench.
O kurde.
She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted
Dobra,
to
to
help her.
prawdę powiedzieć.
God knows I wanted to. But even though I had the sword we made for Saradzik, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
No dobra.
That's terrible.
Myślałem, że to już koniec.
How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberk, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I
Ciekawa
raised
historia.
the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has
No.
many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberk. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
No właśnie. Trzeba staminę odnowić.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
No, w miarę mieli ludzie mieszkają sobie na tym zamku. No. Ciekawa historia o tym panu Dziwiszu. No. Butów nie zdjął, halo? Teraz koszmary dręczą go. Kurde. To też się tak wyspać w sumie. Nie wyśpi. No, koszmary, kurde. Ale nie ma się co dziwić. Po tym co przeszedł.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company
Oj, oj.
heading here from Skalitz.
No to chyba się zaczyna atak na miasto. Kolejny. Dobra. Dobra, czyli trzeba iść. Zostało zapisane. Łamanie. Dobra. Zbierzmy pani do stołu. Ładnie. Dobra. Jak go podpalić? No. Dobra. No co? O, dobra. Schodami trzeba iść. Bo ja tu nie widzę żadnych schodów. Tak. Ciekawe co się dzieje.
Do you know what's
Co się
happening?
dzieje?
Sigismund, who else? That
Oh, yeah.
bastard conquered Skalitz, and now he's come to take Talmberk.
O,
Good luck to
no
you.
dobra. Gdzie on jest teraz? Trzeba...
If it's
Gadać?
Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my
Boże.
command, and all will be
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberk in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on
No
Skalitz.
w sumie też.
Maybe it's
Dziwne.
not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway. Find out when they get here, won't you?
Aye, we will.
Take care.
No dobra. Ciekawe co jest grane. Kto to wtedy jest?
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions! Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
Is his
Oh.
lordship there with you?
Yes,
No.
sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get
No też jestem
away?
ciekaw.
Thank God
Tajne
for this
przejście, czy co?
tempest. When
Aha.
it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left a storm in the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberk?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have
To
courage,
chyba będzie
lad.
trzeba miecz
That
mu
I
oddać.
can't deny.
Niestety.
I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you
Po
mad?
co?
What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey.
sensu w
Are
sumie.
you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help
fakt.
him.
Mądrze myśli ten pan radzi.
Make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberk until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Rattay now.
No, ale miecza mu w sumie chyba oddaliśmy. No to... Ciekawe. No. Dobra.
And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off,
Pan Bożek. Dobra.
What is it you
Mogę
need?
czymś pomóc?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you
Oh.
keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after.
Splendid.
No
Don't
dobra.
worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Farewell.
Czyli trzeba będzie po prostu siedzieć na blankach, tak mi się wydaje. Patrywać. Trzymać straż na blankach. Dobra. Ale muszę jeszcze coś sprawdzić w ustawieniach. W sterowaniu. Obróć się. A. Tu się tak mogę obracać. Tak się jeszcze mogę. No nieważne. Windows save.
Good health to you.
Dobra, tam. A, więc teraz wchodzimy do... Ha! O kurde.
Are you looking for me?
Nie. No, gorzej. Gorzej by było wpaść w niełaski. Dobra. Ale leje. Co? Patrolować.
Wandering around like a
Uh-huh.
stray sheep. Must
That's
be your
interesting.
first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
No dobra. Jeśli musisz... Jeden z T. Wzrasta twoje zmęczenie i głód. Dobra. Czyli trzeba po prostu wyjść. I powiedzmy... Czekaj do 7. Żeby... skończyć już to. Oho! Alarm. Alarm.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Dobra, teraz co? Jakie mam zadanie?
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Dobra. Mury napadzamy. Polecimy. Dobra. Aha, nagle jest... Śpi. Jasno. Ciekawe. No dobra. Ale i tak gierka fajna. Myślę, moim zdaniem. Warto swojej uwagi. O kurde. No. Nie wątpię. O kurde.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause.
O,
You may be in for a surprise.
poseł. Leci.
I don't
Jedzie.
think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberk.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
No to też fakt.
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberk divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratsig Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberk. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratsig Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
No. Ciekawe. Odwrót.
My
Zarządził
lord,
odwrót.
you have my utmost admiration.
No.
Get on with you, Robard.
Ładnie obronił miasto. Gatką. Udało się. No. Są w miarę bezpieczni. Na razie. Tak mi się przynajmniej zdaje. No dobra. To miasto zostało... Dobra, to tak. Słomek pochodni pierwsze. O kurde. Mogę skoczyć. Trzeba się. No dobra. Teraz tak, teraz trzeba iść z nim porozmawiać. Jest.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Retoryka, No dobra.
Why did Sigismund burn down
To
Skalitz
też
and then
jest
come here
właśnie
too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help allies.
No dobra.
Where did
Cały
these
szok humana.
humans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
So Robard, I
Trzeba
need to
pojechać do stolicy.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Dobra. To teraz tak. Muszę pochować rodziców. No dobra.
So Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad,
Kurde.
but I won't take orders.
Spadek
You'll have to
reputacji.
wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his
No dobra.
mind.
Teraz rozmowy. Teraz tak. Nauczyłeś się... Dobra. Co trzeba zrobić? Jaką mam w ogóle broń? Ręka wiodąca. Miecz. O, jest, miecz pan radzi. Ale trzeba się wydostać z zamku. Może będzie można się nauczyć jakoś fechtować lepiej. Arena. Dobra. Pieśń.
I'll be with you.
raczej nic nie powie. Jakoś trzeba się stąd wydostać. Trzeba jakoś przekonać. Ale kurde, trzeba po prostu stąd wyjechać, uciec. Dobra. Dobra, teraz trzeba wziąć konia. Jakiegoś. Trzeba znaleźć konia. Co to jest na mapie? Ten cel A. A. To jest skalica. Dobra, trzeba znaleźć konia szybko. Żeby się stąd wydostać, bo na piechotę raczej słabo.
Got you!
O.
Jesus, you gave me the runaround.
Let me go, for Christ's sake! I have to bury my parents!
You're going nowhere. Except back inside.
Let me go.
Okay.
I'll give you silver.
Much.
How much?
Dobra. Targowanie się. Ostatnia oferta kupca, twoja obecna oferta, twoja ostatnia... Aha, niezaakceptowana. No dobra. Okej.
Not likely.
Kurde.
Except back...
If I don't bury...
All right.
Dobra.
Shove me. I'll pretend you caught me off guard and I fell over. I'll deal with the others. You just get out of here on the...
I could do with a bite to eat.
Oh God. Hey, you'll get what for.
Co jest, kurde? Przecież
The
miałem go
answer
uderzyć.
to my prayers. Just when I wanted to
Halo?
vent some rage on someone.
Miałem go przecież walnąć.
Got weak at the knees, have you?
Aha, no dobra, teraz zginę. To super. Kurde. Dobra, trzeba z nim pogadać. Muszę wrócić do stolicy, to powinienem.
My pet.
Good luck to you.
Trzeba wydostać się z zamku. Teraz tak, narysować. Teraz tak. Przejdziemy. Zjem jeszcze. Co jest? Dobra. To się zje. Przy okazji. Teraz tak. Trzeba po prostu stąd wyskoczyć. Teraz tak. Konie. Trochę nie zauważyli. Jakoś konie trzeba ukraść. Żadnego konia. Kurde goni.
Got you! Jeez! Let me go! You'll accept.
Dobra.
If I don't bury...
All right, I'll do
Dobra.
it. Corfa! Ah, cramp! Damn it! Come here, lads.
Świnia. Ale...
Got you!
Let me go, for...
You're going, except back.
Let me go.
Dobra, to trzeba zamknąć. Masz też pieniędzy.
Not like
Kurde.
that.
Ja pierdolę. Nie ucieknij z nim. To już jest.
away from people if you can't ride a horse, you... Yeah! Are you blind, for Christ's sake?
Gdzie jest brama? Da się wyskoczyć? Da się jednak. No, kurde. Budowanie dróg rozpoczęte. Nie przejdę przez te rośliny. No. No kurde. Lecisz. Dobra. Dobra, teraz już się uda. Pewnie. No.
Got you. Let me go, for Christ's sake. Except... If I don't... All right, I'll deal... Yeah!
Galopem. To się udało wreszcie. No. No. Super. Dobrze, że się udało, bo już myślałem, że w życiu nie ucieknę z tego zamku.
I feel quite hungry.
Co to? Co się stało?
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own.
O kurde. Dobra, to mogę próbować. Trzeba tak, trzeba wrócić do domu.
Jesus.
O kurde. Ale można w sumie trochę popądrować. Może ktoś miał jakąś zbroję. Dobra, nieważne. Trzeba znaleźć. Dobra, trzeba ich znaleźć. Bandaże zawsze się przydają. Tu jest zamek. Nie, to nie jest ten. To właściwie jest. Dobra. Teraz tak. Nie wejdę. Co się stało? Jakieś przecina ryby. Okay. Przejść na piechotę. Prawda? Dobra, przydałoby się w sumie coś zjeść. Jedne pochodnie też. Dobra. Może... Bo nie krwawisz. No dobra. Co to w ogóle znaczy tam? Witalność, siła, zręczność. Dobra. Może jakaś zbroja by się przydała.
Sweet Jesus. It's the charcoal burner.
Węglarz.
Hey!
O!
Why would anyone do this?
Dobra.
What did these poor souls ever do to them?
Już jesteśmy w stolicy. Dobra. No, mi się już te rzeczy nie przydadzą, skoro są martwi.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Dobra. Generalnie uciekał. Ajajaj.
Well landed.
Cios miłosierdzia? Ojojoj. O, no dobra. Tu też szlachcica. Tu możemy zobaczyć. Może jakaś da się gotowe. O, to można w sumie założyć. Rękawice łowcy też się przydadzą. No dobra,